or front to back, or left to right. It is where all material is approximately the same important. It is a useful method. Descending order of importance. It is it is most probably the most useful device which often needs to be combined with chronological and spatial order. This would be the method of descending the order for the cause of specific problem. The most important cause would be dealt with first and the least important one last. Still on descending order of importance, it is principally a literal device to build a suspense and a sense of climax. Valuable in planning essays, but is inappropriate for letter and reports where the aim is certainly not to create suspense. The next slide is ascending order of complexity. It is a method frequently used in this manual, namely arranging to put the simplest aspect of the subject matter in front of the receiver before proceeding to the more complex. And then research skills and writing. Research skills are very important in the process of writing within a business environment, especially comprehensive reports and are an integral part of many people's job profile. Research and presenting research and presenting are key skills, but they are not easy. Research and presenting skills. The following are some of the characteristics of research. Research forms a circle. It originates with a question in mind of the researcher and ends with an answer to the question. Research cannot continue if the aim of the research is not stated clearly. An elaborate plan of procedure that are going to follow is precondition. Research starts with the democration of the main field of search. The problem and the division, therefore, into smaller, manageable subdivisions, sub-problems. Direction is given to the research by means of setting applicable hypotheses which are based on suppositions. Thank you for listening to our presentation, and that's it.
Okay, thank you so much, Fuyo. Yes, when you come to research, all those with their cameras off, may please switch on your camera. We can't repeat the same thing every day. When you're in class, your cameras have to be on. That is how they monitor your attendance. When month end, when you have given your stipend and you see that there's missing money, that is how like they deduct for the days you were not there. So if you think you're being clever, that you're always told to put your video on, then you say, no, I don't want to use data. All the other members are using data. Then when you see your stipend short, then you say, no, there is a problem. Yet they marked you absent because anyone can just be there. I put my video off, then I attend, I even go to town and do other things. So that is how they monitor your attendance. Let's keep not repeating it, that please, Mr. X must not repeat one and the same thing all the time, that put your videos on. We are all adults. Okay, when it comes to research, we've got two categories of research. We have got qualitative and quantitative research. Qualitative, you are not making use of figures. Qualitative, you are not making use of what? Of figures. Maybe a collecting, data collection can be done, maybe interviewing people. Yes. Then when you look at quantitative research, you are making use of what? Of figures. You are making use of figures. Maybe data collection can be done using surveys, questionnaires, and all. So that's the difference. Thank you so much, Group 1, for the presentation and for summarizing it. Thank you. Let's move on to the second one. Let's move on to group 2. Group 2, may you share please your what? May you present?
Good morning, everybody. My name is Lindo Buhle Innocentia Mabona, and I'll be presenting for Group 2. Our presentation is about critical thinking. Critical thinking refers to the ability to objectively analyze and evaluate information, arguments, and situations. It involves logical reasoning, considering multiple perspectives, and making informed decisions based on evidence and sound judgment. Below, it's a critical thinking skills. The first one is analyzing. The second one is reasoning. The third one is evaluating. The fourth one is problem solving, and the fifth one is decision making. I'll be dwelling in problem solving, analyzing, and dissemination. This aspect of critical thinking involves identifying problems, finding effective solutions, and analyzing information to gain insights and make informed decisions. Dissemination refers to effectively communicating findings or solutions to others. Below is a diagram simplifying problem solving. Background skills. Background skills encompass a set of abilities and competencies that contribute to overall cognitive and intellectual capabilities. Imagination and creativity. Imagination is an ability to generate new ideas, mental images, or concepts. Creativity involves using imagination to develop unique and innovative solutions or perspectives. Logic and reasoning. Logic and reasoning refer to ability to think logically, analyze information, recognize patterns, and draw conclusions based on evidence and sound principles. Data collection. Data collection involves gathering relevant information or data from various sources or through specific methods to support decision-making or analysis. Data analysis. Data analysis involves examining, organizing, and interpreting data to uncover patterns, relationships, and meaningful insights. Conceptual thinking. Conceptual thinking involves understanding abstract concepts, recognizing patterns, and forming mental models or frameworks to solve problems or understand complex ideas. Reflection and feedback. Reflection refers to the process of critical evaluating one's own actions, experiences, or thoughts, which helps in learning and improvement. Feedback is the input or evaluation received from others, which provides valuable insights and helps in identifying areas for growth and improvement. Scientific experimentation. Scientific experimentations involves designing and conducting systematic experiments to test hypotheses, gather empirical evidence, and advance scientific knowledge in a specific field. It requires careful planning, data collection, analysis, and interpretations of results. These skills and abilities are valuable in various domains, includes academia, research, problem solving in a professional settings, decision making and innovation. Developing and honoring these skills can enhance overall cognitive abilities and contribute to success in diverse fields. Sentence construction. Sentence constructions refers to the process of creating grammatically correct and meaningful sentences. It, it involves choosing appropriate words, arranging them in a logical manner, and applying the necessary grammar rules. Sentence structure. Sentence refers to the organization and arrangement of words and phrases within a sentence. There are three main types of sentence structures. The first one is simple sentence. A simple sentence consists of one independent clause which contains a subject and a predicate. It expresses a complete thought. For an example, she ran to the store. The second one is compound sentence. A compound sentence consists of two or more independent clauses joined together with coordinating conjunctions, such as and, but, or semicolons. For an example, I wanted to go to the party, but I had to finish my. The third one is complex sentence. A complex sentence consists of one independent clause and at least one dependent clause. A dependent clause cannot stand alone as a complete sentence. For an example, because it was raining, they decided to stay indoors. Anatomy of a sentence. A sentence can be divided into three main components. The first one is subject. The subject is the person, thing, or idea that performs the action of being described in a sentence. For an example, John plays soccer. The second one is verb. The verb is the action or state of being expressed in a sentence. It shows what the subject is doing or experiencing. For example, plays. John plays soccer. The third one is predicate. The predicate includes the verb and any additional phrases, words or phrases that provide more information about the subject or the action. For an example, soccer. John plays soccer. Building a sentence. To build a sentence, you need to combine words, phrases, and clauses to convey a complete thought. Start with a subject, add a verb, and then construct the rest of the sentence by including relevant information or details. Parts of a sentence. The length of the sentence can vary and it can be categorized into three types based on the number of words or phrases it contains. Short sentences. Short sentences typically consist of subject and verb and expresses a concise idea or statement. For an example, she smiled. Medium sentences. Medium sentences contains additional words, phrases, or clauses to provide more information or detail. For an example, he went to the store and bought some groceries. Long sentences. Long sentences are more complex and contain multiple clauses and phrases. They often convey more intricate ideas and explanations. For an example, despite the rain pouring down heavily and the strong wind blowing, she managed to make it to the bus stop and catch her bus just in time. That's the end of our presentation. Thank you so much for listening.
Okay, thank you so much, Lindo, and the rest of Group 2 members. That was a nice presentation. And also it shows team effort, same as Group 1. Thank you so much. Yes, we then go to the third group. May please come and present your work. The third group may please come. Okay, you can start your presentation.
Morning, guys.
Morning, how are you?
Morning, morning, morning.
It's Christopher. I'm going to present for Group 3. Mr. Mona, can you share your screen, please? Mr. Morena.
Can you give me a few minutes?
Okay.
Can you all see? Guys?
No, not yet.
Yes, we can
Please
see.
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Write text for a range of communicative context. Okay, let me try to zoom. Group 3 members, Nomsanko Sana, Notando Morena, and Christopher. Paragraphs. A topic paragraph, a few facts that support it, and a statement that sums everything up, make up a paragraph. The theme phrase presents the paragraph's core idea and the supporting elements offer proof and examples to support it. The final sentence completes the paragraphs and may restate the thesis statement or act as a bridge to the next paragraph. Each paragraph in your writing should have a distinct purpose and be organized logically to guarantee coherence. You can link your thought and provide a seamless transitions between paragraphs by using linking devices such as transitional weights and phrases.
Okay, okay, thank you so much. You must avoid the third group. You must avoid writing in capital letters. You only use for capital letters where they should start capital letters. Grammatically, it's wrong to use all this in as capital letters. Just thought I would correct so that it won't happen in maybe in your formative and summative that someone will be writing in capital letters. Unless you are told maybe to draw up an advert and that's when maybe you can want to use for different fonts. Okay, you can continue.
Okay, so ma'am, you don't depend again.
No, it's okay.
Next slide, Mr. Nguyen. Planning and organizing written correspondence. It's crucial to focus your topic before you begin writing and to arrange your thoughts using a cluster diagram or a mind map. This makes it easier for you to understand the connection and how various concepts work together. Create a topic phrase, a phrase that capture the core idea of your communication. Once you are certain of what you want to communicate, then create an outline that divides your thoughts into parts and subjections and use this direct your writing. Sorry. Making writing communication appropriate. It's crucial to keep your audience and objective in mind when writing. Avoid using jargons and technical phrases that the reader may not be familiar with. Instead, use language that is appropriate for the situation and the reader. Avoid using extraneous words or phrases and be succinct and clear. Similarly, refrain from sounding showy or utilizing cliches. Instead, use formal language that is confident and sympathetic to the reader. Guidelines to written communication. Following rules like being succinct, avoid superfluous phrases, getting rid of redundant words, avoid clinchy, using formal language, exercising cautions when using jargons, writing with confidence, and being attentive to the reader are all visual ways to ensure efficient written communication. It's also crucial to think about how information flows and how to logically and inherently put everything together. Spelling and grammar. Errors in spelling and grammar can lessen the effect of your message overall, which is why they are a vital component of written communication. Compound sentence, comma, splice, fragments, run-on sentences, improper use of apostrophes and omitted words are examples of common mistakes. It's crucial to properly proofread your work and use tools like spell checkers to find flaws. Thank you, guys. Any questions? Thanks, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much, Christopher, for presenting. Next time when you are presenting, like when you go to your workplace, you try to look at your audience. Although you are doing two things, that you are reading and presenting, you try to pay attention to your audience. But that was also well prepared. It's just a correction. Okay, let's go to the last presentation. Group 4. Yes, the last presentation, group 4, come and present. Share your work, then present.
Morning, fellas. Mm,
Pule.
hello.
Is it you who said morning?
Yes.
Yes. No,
can-
Christopher, don't feel low. I said it was a nice presentation. You did well. I only corrected. Not that I was criticizing you.
No, ma'am, I understand. I'm good.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, let's go to Pule.
Good day, fellas. This is Pule. I'm gonna be presenting a group 4 work. Can you see what I just shared on the screen?
Yes, we can see. Yes, we can see it.
Okay. Now I can start. This group work is done by Rate, Palisa, Promise, Refilo, and I, Pule. So it falls under 119465 unit standard, which is writing text for a range of communication context. So the one that I'm going to be presenting, it falls under section 3 on assessment criteria, where it's going to be talking about improving clarity and correction of own writing. So when you do you are improving the clarity and correctiveness of own writing, you have to look at the following steps. The common grammatical errors. The common grammatical errors refers to the mistake inaccuracies in the use of grammar rules and conventions. For example, the run-on sentences, comma splice, fragments, and apostrophes. So on the run-on sentences, this occurs when two or more independent clauses are joined together with appropriate punctuation. Comma splice is stopping at every comma to see whether there is complete sentence to each side of the comma. So on fragments, you look out each sentence to see whether it contains an independent clause. So on apostrophe, you use on apostrophe, used to indicate position of or construction. So there is editing and proofreading. On editing and proofreading, those are the two distinct stages of writing process. It includes reviewing a written document such as essay, article, or book. Although they share similar qualities, each stage serves a different purpose. So there is general editing strategies. This is the overall technique used to view, revise, and improve a piece of written work. The strategies are as follows. You can read out loud, role play, or reading your document backwards. So when you read out loud, you read is when you read a document out loud forces you to every little ways. Yeah, some kind of role play encourages you to see the document as your audience might. So reading your document backwards strategies it it personalizes it personalizes editing in addition to using the general strategy listed. You will need to personalize you will need personalize the editing process, so you should find out what your typical problem areas are and look for types of error individually. So on effective proofreading and editing, in order to make sure you do effective proofreading and editing, you have to consider the following. You have to find out what error you have typically made. You have to learn how to fix those errors, use specific strategies, and locate the correct errors in your correspondences. Find the strategies below which correspond to your typical problems areas and follow the step-by-step construction where provided. So there is an inappropriate language, which include jargons, insensitive words, offensive words. So on jargons are the technical language used within specific fields or industries. It can be seen as professional shorthand, but may also act as a barrier for those unfamiliar with the terminology. Um, Example insurance jargons includes terms like proximate clause, claim, underwriting, and risk. On insensitive words, can cause offensive when used casually. Um, or insensitive words can cause offensive can be offensive when used casually, repeatedly, inappropriately, or in a company. They disregard the feeling of others. For instance, using chairman instead of using chairperson can be seen as an incentive, as it includes or marginalizes certain genders. Offensive language. This includes swearing, cursing, coarse, coarse language, and vulgar words. It is impolite and offensive in many situations. Such language should be avoided to maintain respectful and appropriate communication. It is important to be mindful of the impact of language, strive for inclusive, respectful, and appropriate communication in various contexts. So there are acceptable words and offensive words. So I'm going to be teaching you on how to use those words in an appropriate way. So the acceptable way uh, of referring to a disabled person, you can just say a person is disabled instead of saying a person is a handicapped, crippled, or deformed. You can say non-disabled instead of able bodies, normal, healthy, and you can also say people with disabilities, person with disabilities, instead of saying the disabled, the handicapped. You can use a wheelchair. You can say they use a wheelchair um, instead of saying it's confirmed with wheelchair. You can say as a cerebral palsy instead of saying it's a cerebral palsy victim. You can say has had a polio instead of saying they suffer from polio. So there are complex wording. Complex wording is a word made of two or more morphemes. You may need to use more complex word to give a more precise meaning. Long-winded expression is too long or uses too many words. Below is a table of long-winded and simpler expression. So when using a complex wording, instead of using the long-winded one, you can use a simpler one. You can just say, instead of saying due to the effect, you can just say due to. And then instead of saying for the reason that, you can just say because. Instead of saying prior to the insurance of, you can say before issuing. So there is also a writing process. When you're writing, whatever you are writing, maybe a report or a letter or something else, you have to plan. You have to draft, you have to edit and redraft again. So when you plan, you make sure you understand what you are writing. You consider your audience, you brainstorm ideas, and on drafting, you write sentences and paragraphs, even if they are not perfect. When you come to editing, you correct the spelling, capitalization, and punctuations. You change the words that are not used correctly. And the last step, you redraft. That's the process of producing a new draft from a previous draft. This is the end of my presentation. Thank you. Cannot hear you, ma'am.
Thank you, Pule. I was on mute. Okay, thank you so much, Pule, and the rest of the group 4 members. That was also shared effort. Generally, every group also showed what shared effort, which was good. Yes. So my plan for today is that you all go and do 119467. Yes, you all start doing 119467 now until 12:30. So when you're in class, your videos are supposed to be on. Yes, then so it's your responsibility to do 119467 alone. You start now. It's a new unit standard. Download unit standard 119467. You start doing it now. You start studying it now. Then tomorrow my plan is that we'll do the formatives and summatives for the 2 unit standards 119465 and 119467. Thursday and Friday, I give you time to what? To write them. Monday will be assisted, or Tuesday latest, by Mr. Sponelo to help us to. You were supposed to come, I think. Which date did you say you was coming to Mr. X? Like, which date did Mr. X suggest that Mr. Sponelo was going to come and assist us? I'll hear from them, but they were. Mr. Sponelo. Okay, mute your. Yes, Mrs. Bonello, which date can you come and assist us on submission? Maybe Friday to teach them how to submit.
No problem. Friday is fine.
Okay, thank you so much.
Would you like it before class or after? Would you start with
Before.
me?
You start with you.
Okay.
We'll start
All right,
with you.
no problem.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. May all mute your.
Cannot hear you, ma'am.
Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I'm saying thank you to Sis Bonello. Mr. Bonello said he's going to come and assist us on Friday. I think we use the first at 8:30 on how to submit. Then Monday now we fill in all our dates. You make sure you have that signature ready. Remember, we now need to use it that on every page at the bottom. You signature, then you date it. We now need to use it. If it's not ready, we have to what? To do it during the weekend. You have to do it during the weekend. You now need to use that signature. So my instruction is clear now. I want you to do and study Unit Standard 119467. I'm not saying the lesson is over. We are going to finish at 12:30 today. I'm not saying it's over. So you are with your videos on and you are doing Unit Standard 119467 alone. Is it clear? Hello, is it clear?
Yes,
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 Yes, ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes. Then tomorrow my plan is to do
Yes, ma'am.
formatives. Okay, thank you so much. Tomorrow my plan is to do formatives and summative for 119467 and 119465. Then Thursday and Friday, my plan is to give you what time to round up the formatives and summative for LP1. LP, it means Learning Program 1. Then Monday, we meet the first before break. We tell each other the dates. We make sure that everything is in order. Then we start Learning Program 2. We start LP2. So is it clear now that you are doing alone 119467? I'm not saying that you should go out and all. We are still in class. Yours is to just download 119467 and start working on it. You have a deeper understanding of what it means. Is it clear?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I give you time now. Download and start 119467. You are going to continue with it at what? Nobody's going out of the class. The class will finish at 12:30. So you're supposed to bring your videos and follow the instruction that I did, that I said, I mean, that download your Uni Standard 119467 and have a look at it. I'm meeting, if you have got any problems, you can just erase them as we go. Okay, let's start now. Tembi Sapule, guys, let's learn to follow instruction. No, guys, we can't keep doing this. I said your cameras are supposed to be on. We can't keep telling each other. We are in class. That's how. Some of you are going to be so frustrated when your stipend comes and is short. They can't keep repeating the same thing. Yes, that's how they monitor your attendance. Because I can just also switch off my video and start doing my washing for my kids. Yes, and start ironing and all. No, guys, let's do better. You are in class every minute. Mr. X continues to say, your videos must be on. Your videos must be on. Under no circumstances, your video must be on. And that thing of people coming late, I'm going to tell Mem Simpiwe to mark them absent. If you come after 20 past 8, if you come after, you're told that your lecture starts at 8:30, but you must log in 15 minutes earlier. Especially if you come, I'm going to monitor those who come after 25 past 8, and I'll tell Mem Simpiwe one day to just mark them absent. Then their stipend will be short. That's how you learn a good lesson. Because I usually tell you, come early, come early. Others, they log in at 8 o'clock. Up to 25 past 8, they are using their data. They are just waiting for others. Will be just maybe 10 of us, 5 of us. No, that's not right. I'm going to tell one day that Mem Simpiwe, today, those who come after 25 past 8, just mark them absent. Okay, do the work every time. Just the last reminder, your videos must be on when you are in class. If you're having problem with your PC, you must inform Mr. Sponello or Mr. X. But it's Mr. Sponello who is supposed to assist you. Yes. Mrs. Sponello will assist you if you've got your problem with your PC. Okay, let's continue. Those who didn't understand, I said class finishes today at 12:30. For now, we are doing Uni Standard 119467, not in groups, we are doing it alone. So tomorrow we'll start with the formatives. Because some of you can complain that, no, we are wasting too much time on content. So now do it alone. That is what you wanted. Do it alone. Tomorrow we discuss the formatives and summatives. I'll be here in class. I'll speak again at 12 o'clock. I don't want to disturb you. Let's just finish at 12:40. 12:40, 20 to 1. Okay, for now, do your work. I don't want to disturb you. But I am in class. I am here in class. I hope we are all still good. I hope you are okay. Anyone with a problem? Anyone facing challenges? Okay. I'll check with you at 12:20. Then at 12:40 we can call it. We can call it a day. But I'll come at 12:20. Then at 12:40 again. Then it's your responsibility to finish that guide and whatever content is there at home. Tomorrow we are already starting on formative and summative for 119465 and 119467. So for those experiencing load shedding, just make sure tomorrow you have what? A full battery on your phone and on your laptop as well. I'll check you at 12:20. Okay, afternoon class. Afternoon class. Afternoon class.
Afternoon, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. You go and finish the whole work at home. You go and finish that unit standard at home today. So when there's load shedding, maybe 6 to 8, you can do it after 8. Maybe you rest a while, then you do it later, but to make sure it is finished. Tomorrow we are moving on to formative and summative for 11946465 and 119467. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. May all have a nice day. Please don't forget to sign. Don't forget to sign your register, which monitors your attendance. Okay, may you all have a lovely day.
You too.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Thanks, ma'am.
Thank you. Today it is only Pule and Morena answering me. The rest are quiet.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.